Adopting the growth mindset. The growth mindset has a lot of empirical support. It's been seen among school children, among adults in various fields. If you have the growth mindset, you typically believe that you can grow your abilities through diligent effort. In contrast, the fixed ability mindset means you think that you are born or have a fixed amount of ability. And if you work hard, it's not going to improve much. Obviously, this is a simplified dichotomy, and there is a lot more variables to it. But generally, the people with the growth mindset are the ones who succeed. They're also the ones who persist. And often, the persistence is really leads to the success. So, with financial literacy, a lot of the skills relate to numeracy, which is the understanding of mathematics. And a lot of people have the fixed ability mindset for math. They believe that they're just not a math person. Other people are good at math, but I'm not. And if you believe that, it's going to hurt you a lot when you're trying to become financially literate or mathematically literate. But if you change your belief, and there's evidence that supports that you should, that this is a more accurate belief to hold, that you can improve through work, then you're going to think, well, if I just work a few minutes a day on it, or if I watch a couple videos in this financial literacy course each day, then I'll get better and I'll make better decisions. And you would be right, and that would be correct, and it's what you probably should do. It's also been called, before Carol Dweck gave it the label of mindset, entity and incremental series of intelligence. And what an entity is a fixed item that can't really be changed. And that would be, of course, the fixed ability mindset. And you'd look at your intelligence then as being fixed. And that could be for general intelligence, and it could also be for specific areas or domains, such as math skills, reading, music, personal finance, etc. And then with the incremental theory, you believe you can improve step by step, like climbing up a staircase. So you just keep working at it, and then you improve. Now, with financial literacy, you're not dealing with higher math very often. If you're trying to calculate maybe compounding interest, you'll need an algebraic formula. I'm not going to cover that in this course. But for the most part, you can just do simple multiplication, subtraction, addition, and division, which is arithmetic, and percentages. Percentages can be a little bit difficult because you have to factor in how often they're evaluated and time. But you can use benchmarks for this. If you have $10,000 in debt and the interest rate is 10% per year, well, that means $1,000 per year is going to accrue in interest every year. And obviously, when you're looking at interest rates, just think about it like, well, if I had this money in savings, how would I feel about getting a 10% return? And of course, you would feel great because no savings account in the world offers a 10% return. In fact, the savings accounts cap out at 1% now. And if you invest in the stock market, you're probably going to get like 8 or 10% on average. So obviously then, if you're paying 10% interest on a loan, you're getting a raw deal, particularly if you're going to repay all of the loan. Now, if you're going to default, maybe you're getting a good deal, and that's why the interest rate is so high, because other people do that, and then it costs the lender more money, and they recoup that by raising everybody's interest rate. But 10% is a conservative figure for many types of interest. Credit cards often have 20% interest, and of course, payday loans can have 5,000% interest per year. So keep that in mind, and that's really the crux of financial literacy, is avoiding getting taken advantage of with these high interest rates and fees, and keep the growth mindset in mind. And whatever you did before, obviously it's in the past, and you can't change that, but you can change what the present and future are like.